Real men don't wear heels. Justin Timberlake's four-word judgment at 2004 MTV Video Music Awards backstage turned into three-minute public humiliation at Madison Square Garden when Prince challenged him to walk 10 steps in 4-inch stilettos, and Justin fell on his butt trying to spin in front of 22,000 witnesses, proving that what Justin thought was fashion, insecurity, was actually athletic skill that took Prince 40 years to master and required confidence Justin couldn't fake, even in sneakers. But watching Prince do backflip in those same heels 60 seconds after Justin crashed taught 22,000 people and one humbled pop star that heels aren't crutch for short men trying to look taller, but tool for confident performers amplifying power they already possess. Which is why Justin's tearful public apology wasn't just about mocking Prince's fashion choices, but about judging someone's craft without understanding that mastery of uncomfortable tools requires more courage than performing. Incomfortable ones ever could. But Justin's assumption that Prince wore 4-inch heels to compensate for being 5'2" wasn't unique misunderstanding, but widespread belief that any man wearing heels must be insecure about height, because 2004 masculine performance codes still dictated that real men should be naturally tall, and that any attempt to add height through fashion indicated weakness requiring concealment, making Prince's decades-long commitment to performing in heels seem like overcompensation rather than what it actually was, which was deliberate choice to dance in most difficult footwear possible, because mastering impossible tools creates stage presence that no amount of natural height could ever generate, proving that what looks like insecurity to people who've never tried heels is actually supreme confidence that comes from knowing you can do in 4-inch stilettos what most dancers can't do in sneakers. August 29, 2004, MTV Video Music Awards at the American. Airlines Arena, Miami, Florida. Backstage area buzzing with performers, handlers, security. Justin Timberlake, 23 years old, at absolute peak of his solo career. Cry Me a River still dominating radio, Justified album gone multi-platinum, fresh off Janet Jackson's Super Bowl controversy that somehow made him bigger. Walking past Prince's dressing room. Door open, inside, wall display, 50-plus pairs heels. Justin to entourage laughing, "Look at that! Dude has more heels than my girlfriend." Entourage laughing. Justin spoke louder, definitely knowing Prince could hear through the open door, playing to his entourage. "But seriously, why heels? Is he trying to be 6 feet tall? Guys like 5'2" on a good day. Insecure much? I mean, I get it, but damn." His entourage laughed on cue. Prince sat inside at his makeup mirror, applying eyeliner with steady hand, purple stage outfit already on. Heard every word, face completely neutral, said nothing. Just kept applying? Makeup, Justin emboldened. Walked to doorway. "Prince, real talk. Why heels? You're an incredible musician. Why you need height boost? Real men don't need heels." Prince, still facing mirror. Calm. "Justin, come in. Closed door." Justin entered, swagger intact. Prince set down his eyeliner, turned slowly in his chair, made direct eye contact with Justin, his gaze steady, measuring. "You think heels are about height? That's what you think they're for?" Justin, confident, arms crossed. "What else would they be for? You're short." "No disrespect, just facts. Heels make you taller. That's literally what they do. It's obvious." Prince stood, selected pair, 4-inch black stilettos. "Try them." "What?" "Pick any pair. Put them on. Walk across room. If you can without falling, I'll admit, heels are insecurity. But if you can't, you apologize. To me, to every person who wears heels. Deal?" Justin cocky. "Deal. Easy. I'm dancer. I got balance." Justin's confidence in accepting Prince's challenge wasn't just youthful arrogance, but belief that being 6'1" professional dancer with years of choreography training made him qualified to judge tools he'd never actually used, not understanding that watching someone perform skill and possessing that skill yourself are separated by thousands of hours of practice that transform impossible into effortless, which is why Prince's calm invitation to try heels was trap disguised as opportunity. Knowing that Justin's height privilege and conventional masculine presentation meant he'd never needed to develop skills that short gender non-conforming performers master out of necessity, not choice. Justin picked up the stilettos like they were props, not serious equipment. This is easy. I've seen girls dance in heels at clubs, at shows. If they can do it, I can definitely do it. Prince's voice was even. Girls practice for years. Have you ever practiced walking in heels? Even once? Justin's confidence was absolute. Don't need. Practice. I'm Justin Timberlake. I'm a professional dancer. I've got perfect balance, core strength, years of training. This is nothing. Justin sat down on Prince's couch, started putting on the heels, immediately struggled with the ankle buckles, his fingers fumbling, not understanding the mechanism. Forced them on, buckling tight. Stood up. The second his weight shifted to the heels, he wobbled violently. Arms shooting out for balance. Attempted to walk. 5 steps across 15 feet. Step 1, severe wobble, arms flailing like he was on ice. Step 2, right ankle turned inward sharply, visible pain crossing his face. Shit. Step 3, almost fell completely. Caught the dresser with both hands. Held on. Step 4, tried again. Heel stuck in the carpet. Couldn't free it. Step 5, crashed. Lost balance entirely. Landed hard on his right knee. Justin on ground. These are broken. Prince. Those are my performance heels. I danced 2 hours. You can't walk 5 steps. Prince took heels. Put them on. 10 seconds. Stood. Perfect posture. Walked. Graceful. No wobble. Spin. 360 degrees. Perfect. Split. Full split. In heels. 5 seconds. Stood from split. No hands. Moonwalked backward. In heels. Justin jaw dropped. How is that possible? Practice. 40 years. Since age 6. Heels aren't crutch. They're tool, like guitar pick. You master tool, tool empowers you. Justin on floor. Feet hurting. I thought heels were about insecurity about height. Height? I'm 5'2" bare feet. 5'6" in heels. Still short. You think 4 inches makes me feel tall? Then why? Heels change center of gravity, makes dance moves sharper, makes stage presence taller. Not physically, energetically. You're 6'1", don't need physical height, but you don't have what I have in heels. Command. That's not inches, that's confidence. So heels are like armor? Exactly. When I put on heels, I'm not hiding, I'm amplifying power. Prince's demonstration that he could perform advanced dance, moves in heels while Justin couldn't walk 5 steps, revealed that heels weren't fashion accessory or height compensation, but specialized athletic equipment requiring same dedication that makes drummers develop wrist strength or guitarists build finger calluses, proving that judging someone's tools without understanding training required to master them is cruel because it dismisses decades of work as simple vanity, which is what Justin was learning through physical pain and embarrassment that his height privilege had prevented him from ever considering before this moment. Prince walked to his makeup mirror, began touching up his eyeliner that had smudged, voice calm. Justin, you lost our bet. You owe me an apology, but I don't want it here. I don't want it private. I want it public, on a stage. Justin stood up slowly, taking off the heels, his feet already hurting. What stage? What are you talking about? I'm performing Madison Square Garden next week, September 10th. Musicology tour. You'll be there, backstage. And when I call your name, you'll come on stage, wearing my heels, and you'll try again, walk, dance, whatever, in front of 22,000 witnesses. Justin panicking. I can't. I'll fall again. Exactly. And 22,000 people will see. Heels aren't easy. They're skill. And you'll apologize for mocking what you can't do. Justin trapped. And if I refuse? Prince cold stare. Then I'll tell those 22,000 people you mocked me backstage, called my heels insecurity, and I'll ask them if they think I look insecure. Your choice, Justin, knowing he had no choice. I'll be there, September 10th, 2004, Madison Square Garden, backstage, 22,000 sold out. Musicology tour peak. Justin arrived, nervous, dreading this. Prince's assistant, Justin, Prince wants you side stage. He's calling you out in 10 minutes. Justin to his manager, can I bail? Fake sick? Manager, Prince will destroy you publicly if you no-show. Just do it. Apologize. Move on. Damage control. Prince's decision to transform private backstage challenge into public stadium demonstration wasn't cruelty, but teaching method that required audience of thousands to witness lesson about respecting crafts you don't understand, because private apology would have allowed Justin to save face and learn nothing, while public demonstration would force both Justin and everyone watching to confront their assumptions about why someone would choose most difficult performance tools available, making humiliation not punishment, but education that would resonate beyond single moment and change how 22,000 people thought about masculinity, confidence, and relationship between comfort and mastery. 9:30 p.m. Prince was performing Kiss, the crowd wild, singing every word. Song ended to massive applause. Prince stood at center stage, took a breath. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a story. A story about heels. The applause died down. 22,000 people suddenly quiet, intrigued. This wasn't typical between-song banter. Last month, MTV Awards. Justin Timberlake saw my heels. Said, real men don't wear heels. Said, I'm insecure about height. Crowd. Boos. So I challenged Justin. Wear my heels. He fell. Tonight he's here. He's trying again. In front of you. Crowd. Eruption. Justin Timberlake, come to stage. Justin walked out. 22,000. Mixed reaction. Prince handed him same stilettos. Ready to try again, or apologize without trying? I'll try. Justin sat, struggled with buckles, hands shaking, secured, stood, wobbling immediately. Crowd, gasps plus laughs. Walk. To me. 10 steps. Justin attempted to walk. Step 1. Severe wobble, arms out like tightrope walker. The crowd laughed, couldn't help it. Step 2. Left ankle turned sharply inward. He grimaced with pain, stopped moving. Step 3. Tried again, almost fell forward. Caught himself, arms windmilling. Step 4. Frozen. Too scared to continue, feet locked in place. I can't do this, I can't. His voice carried through the microphone. Prince's voice remained calm, not mocking. Okay, don't walk. Try one dance move, just one. A spin. You're a dancer. Show me a spin. Justin took a breath. Attempted to spin, turned maybe 90 degrees, lost all balance, fell hard, landed on his butt. The sound echoed through the arena. Crowd, eruption, mix of laughs plus sympathy. I can't. Justin's public failure to walk 10 steps in heels that Prince performed in for 2 hours nightly wasn't just physical defeat, but ideological collapse of assumption that masculine confidence comes from natural advantages like height and conventional presentation rather than from mastering tools that require surrendering comfort and safety, proving to 22,000 witnesses that mocking someone's chosen difficulty while enjoying your own ease is cruelest form of privilege, which is why crowds' laughter wasn't celebrating Justin's pain, but recognizing moment when arrogant judgment met reality of skill gap that no amount of confidence could bridge without decades of practice that Justin had never needed, because genetics gave him advantages Prince had to build through breaking ankles and falling 1,000 times. Prince helping Justin up. Take them off. Justin removed heels. Relief visible. Feet hurt, blisters forming. Prince. Now watch what 40 years of practice looks like. Took heels, put them on, smooth, practiced. 10 seconds, stood, perfect posture, walked across stage, graceful, no wobble, spins, multiple 360s, perfect balance, moonwalked, backward, in heels, fluid, crowd, applause, appreciating skill, sidesteps, fast, precise, high kicks, leg extended, in heels, small jumps, landed perfectly. Crowd, louder applause. This was impressive. Then, split, full split, in 4-inch heels, held position, 5 seconds, stood up, smooth, no hands, in heels. Crowd, roar. Final move, backflip. Prince ran, flipped backward, landed in heels. 22,000, lost minds, standing ovation, 10 minutes. Justin watching, tears forming, humbled completely. Prince's backflip in 4-inch heels wasn't showing off, but final proof that heels weren't compensation for height insecurity, but weapon that only worked when wielded by someone who'd spent 40 years mastering impossible, teaching 22,000 people that real confidence comes from doing in difficult conditions what others can't do in easy ones, which is why Justin's tears weren't just embarrassment, but recognition that he'd mocked craft requiring dedication he'd never approached in his comfortable career performing in sneakers on flat stages with every advantage genetics and industry could provide. Have you ever judged someone's tools without understanding the training required to master them? Justin thought Prince's heels were insecurity. Turned out they were a result of 40 years' practice, including broken ankles. When have you dismissed someone's choice as weakness before learning it was actually strength? Share moment when comfortable assumptions crashed against uncomfortable mastery. Prince walked to Justin. Barefoot now, still commanding. Microphone. Justin, you said real men don't wear heels. You were wrong. Confident men wear heels. Skilled men wear heels. Men who've practiced 40 years wear heels. You want to know why I wear them? Not because I'm insecure, because they make me better, sharper, more precise. They're tool, not crutch. Justin took microphone, voice shaking. Prince, I was wrong, completely wrong. Genuine emotion. Tears visible. I thought heels were about hiding weakness, but watching you, that's amplifying strength. I couldn't walk 10 steps. You did backflip. That's not fashion. That's athleticism. That's artistry. I apologize. To you, to everyone here, to everyone who wears heels. I judged something I couldn't do. That was arrogant. $22,000. Applause. Genuine. Moved by vulnerability. Prince. Justin, you're talented, incredible dancer, but you dance in sneakers. Comfortable. Safe. I dance in heels. Uncomfortable. Dangerous. That's choice. Some artists choose safe. Some choose challenge. Neither is wrong, but don't mock the challenge if you can't do the challenge. You came here thinking you'd prove I'm insecure. Instead, you proved I'm more secure than you thought possible. That's lesson. Justin nodding. Tears visible. Rare vulnerability. Lesson learned. Justin's public apology wasn't just admitting he was wrong, but recognizing that his 6'1" frame and conventional masculinity had given him privilege to judge, without ever needing to understand why someone would choose harder path, teaching 22,000 witnesses that easiest judgments come from people who've never faced challenges they're mocking, which is why Prince's acceptance of apology included invitation to perform together rather than leaving Justin in humiliation, showing that best conflicts end with both parties elevated rather than one destroyed. Backstage. 11:30 p.m. Justin's feet bandaged, blisters from 3 minutes. My feet are destroyed. I wore those heels for 3 minutes. You wear them for 2 hours. Every night. Prince laughing. You build tolerance. Your feet adapt, like guitarists' calluses. The backflip. In heels. How long did that take to learn? Backflip in heels? 5 years. Started practicing at 18. Fell 1,000 times. Broke ankle twice, but I mastered it, Justin shocked. You broke ankle? For heels? For craft. Heels are part of my craft, like your voice is yours. Would you damage vocal cords learning new technique? I've strained my voice pushing limits. Same thing. I pushed limits in heels because limits are meant to be pushed, not judged from outside. When I mocked your heels, I thought I was being funny, but I was being ignorant. I judged your craft without understanding it. Exactly. And that's what people do. They see heels, they think fashion. They don't see tool, weapon, amplifier. My heels make me 5'6", still short, but when I'm on stage in heels, I feel 10 feet. Tall, that's psychological, that's power. Can I ask, do you ever perform without heels? Prince smiling. Sometimes, rehearsals, private sessions, but public performances? Always heels, because public equals war, and I go to war in armor. Prince's revelation that backflip in heels required 5 years' practice and 2 broken ankles revealed that what looked effortless on stage was result of suffering Justin had never imagined, teaching lesson that mastery of uncomfortable tools always costs more than mastery of comfortable ones, which is why people who choose easy paths shouldn't judge people who choose hard paths, because they're not comparing same journeys, but entirely different commitments to craft that separate comfortable performers from legendary ones who break bones pursuing skills nobody else would attempt. September 11, 2004. Justin Instagram, rare serious post. Last night, Prince taught me lesson I'll never forget. I mocked his heels. He challenged me to wear them. I fell. Then he did backflip in them. I learned, don't mock what you can't do. Don't judge tools you haven't mastered. Respect the craft. Thank you, Prince. 2005. Justin interview. Rolling Stone. Prince experience changed me. I realized I've been judging artists for their choices without understanding why they make those choices. Heels aren't insecurity. They're confidence. That's lesson I carry forever. 2016. Prince died. Justin tribute. Crying on stage. 2004, Prince made me wear his heels. I fell. He did backflip. That moment taught me, greatness looks different for everyone. Some wear sneakers, some wear heels, but greatness is always about mastering your tools. Prince mastered heels like I'll never master anything. Miss You King, cameo, Questlove, in audience that night. I was there. 2004, MSG. Justin fell in heels. Prince did backflip. 22,000 people lost minds. But what people don't talk about, Justin's apology. It was genuine, vulnerable. That takes courage. Both men showed strength that night. Prince in heels, Justin in humility. Mastery of uncomfortable tools requires more courage than performing in comfortable ones. Prince broke ankles twice, learning backflip in heels. Justin couldn't walk 10 steps. That's not fashion. That's dedication. Share this with someone who needs reminder that judging someone's craft without understanding their training is cruelest form of ignorance. Next time you see someone choosing hard path, remember, they're not compensating for weakness. They're building strength you can't see. Heels aren't crutch. They're tool. Master the tool. Tool empowers you. Prince, 2004.